We have a beautiful waterfront. We have shopping, we have restaurants, we have great schools. We offer universal preschool and free college and universal paid internship for every high school student. We're doing cool stuff, but it's the same people. This is that before believed nothing could possibly be better. And I think what shows us, and what has shown me, that coming together, working together in service is what really matters. Now, I know this as a mayor. Every single person in America, and definitely every person in West Sacramento, has 10,000 opinions. And maybe you can say, and I would say this, that one of our greatest challenges in America today is that we are brimming with opinions about everything. And they are really intense and sometimes unforgiving in their intensity. In a way that was not true when we started the Renaissance and the transformation of West Sacramento. We have something to say about everything. If I were to say to you tonight, should we install a 6-inch sewer pipe from this building to somewhere else in the city? Should it be 6 inches or 10 inches? Now, you probably never thought about whether a sewer pipe should be 6 inches wide in circumference or diameter or 10 inches wide. You probably never thought about it. But if I give you 5 minutes, you will almost all have an opinion about it. Some of you, if maybe say your toilet got stuck this morning, you will say to me, Mayor, what we need is a 10-inch sewer pipe so that we never ever have a problem with the sewage getting stuck in the pipe. Right? So just because that's what happened that morning. So you didn't think anything about it 5 minutes ago. Now you have an opinion. And if I had to say, hey, we're having a public hearing about this next week, maybe you come to the public hearing. Now you have an opinion, but now you're radical. Now you're really angry about it. It must be 10 inches, Mayor. If it's 6 inches, government is failing, I'm moving out of town. All those evil 6-inch sewer pipe people need to be taught a lesson, and I've come here with my facts to tell you all about it. And this happens every week. That opinions that we didn't even have suddenly become things that we define our relationships with other people. We define whether we want to participate in a community. Now, other people will say, no, it should be 6 inches, Mayor, because if it's 10 inches, that will allow too many buildings to get built in my neighborhood. If it's only 6 inches, that will limit, so there won't be a 20-story apartment complex in my neighborhood if we only have a 6-inch sewer pipe. So you come to the different conclusion, and you will feel just as strongly about it. Maybe you'll come with a sign to protest against a 10-inch sewer pipe. So the lesson of all of this for me is that opinions in a democracy, they're important. But we've started to generate so many of them, and we've become so attached to them. It's great in a way. It's the one thing that distinguishes us from apes and monkeys and dolphins and owls. They cannot generate opinions in 5 seconds, and we're the only animal that can be given a topic and have a strong opinion about it 5 seconds later. But here's where the lions of this region and of this district make a difference. My belief is that a real democracy, a strong community, a strong country, is about speaking not just with our voices and our opinions, but mainly through our actions, through our service. What do we choose to do with our time? Not what do you think about a sewer pipe that's being 6 inches or 10 inches, but do you show up at the camp, at the camp for kids that are suffering hearing impairment? Do you spend the time doing that? On your way home in Citrus Heights, do you just drop in and sing Christmas carols at a veteran's home? Because that is the right thing to do, to be in constant mode of thinking about serving others. When you do those things, you are saying so much more about community. You're saying so much more about ourselves as human beings together. And it is the essence of what a society and a democracy is all about. So I want to say thank you. Because my best hope for the future of our community, our region, and indeed our country is that more Americans, more citizens in our communities step up and show their values and their hearts, and in fact show their opinions through their service to others. And no one does that better or more than Lions. And so let me say thank you again, not just to those of you, to you as Lions, but I know so many of you here, and no one more than Governor Zenny, no one more, But the members of the cabinet and the other officers, the club leaders that are here, you do that service every day. Every week, whether you get up at 7 in the morning, or you show up at lunch, or you're in the evening, Lions Club, you're there doing that work. But you, in this room, you are also enabling so many people to have the opportunity to do that. So many Americans want to serve. They want to do something. They want to be a part of a community where we're not just yelling at each other, but we are seeing each other. We are rolling up our sleeves and working together. And it is only possible because of institutions, of organizations like Lions. And Lions is only possible because each of you is serving and working on the fun stuff, on the audits, on the tax reports. All of what everyone does in this room to make that happen is critical to that work. So on behalf of our region, thank you very much. Congratulations to Governor Zenny, of course, and to the entire cabinet and all the officers. But I want to acknowledge and give kudos and praise to each one of you. You are the best hope for our people. You are the best hope for our democracy, and we couldn't do it without you. So carry on, continue. Let's build the Lions movement. Let's support one another, and let's inspire our country to be better. Thank you so much.